Hello everyone, welcome to another video about Korean grammar. And today's topic is, there are actually two topics for today. So part one is going to be about 무슨 versus 어느. Okay. Before I get to compare these two expressions, let me first clarify one thing about 무슨. Okay, so 무슨 versus 무엇 or 뭐. Okay, 무엇 is what, 무슨 is what or what kind of. But the difference, a major big difference is 무슨 always precedes a noun. So 무엇 in a way could be thought of as WH plus noun, and 무슨 is just WH. Well, what does it mean? Let's just look at the example right away. What do you like? And what food do you like? So notice here that in the first sentence, we don't have noun here. But in the second sentence, we have a noun. So what do you like would be in Korean, 뭐를 좋아해요? So notice here that you use 뭐. So because there's no noun and you just want to say the whole thing, you use 뭐, right? But in case of what food do you like, you use 무슨 음식을 좋아해요? Right? 무슨 음식. So we see that a noun is following after 무슨, right? Second example. What is your favorite color and what color do you like? Notice here that in the first sentence we don't have noun either, right? So what is your favorite color in Korean would be 좋아하는 색이 뭐예요? 좋아하는 색이 뭐예요? Right? But what color do you like in Korean would be 무슨 색을 좋아해요? Right? 무슨 색을 좋아해요? So now that I have clarified this difference between 무엇 and 무슨, let me go and compare 무슨 and 어느. 무슨 means what or what kind of, and it is used to ask a general question. 어느 is a question word that is used in asking a choice among a set of limited candidates available, like which in English. But they both have always precede a noun. So yeah, as you can see here. So 무슨 영화, what movie, 어느 영화, which movie. 무슨 가방, what bag, 어느 가방, which bag. 무슨 책, what book, 어느 책, which book. 무슨 선물, what gift, 어느 선물, which gift. So they always have a noun following. But they are used to ask different things. So 무슨 영화 봤어요 is asking a general question, and this person is generally curious of what movie you saw. Okay, but in case of 어느 영화가 재미있어요, this person has like a choice, like choices in the person's mind. So do you like King Kong or do you like Star Wars? So the person answering this question would have to make a choice between those two, right? 어느 is a choice. Okay. But the difference between those two would be this. 어느 can be used either with nouns or demonstratives such as 것, 거, thing, whereas 무슨 cannot be used with 것, 거. Okay, let's take a look at some examples. 어느 책, which book, can be said as 어느 것, 거. So this 책 noun can be replaced with 것, 거 thing. 어느 가방, which bag, can be said as 어느 것, 거. However, for 무슨, it cannot be used with 것, 거. So these expressions, 무슨 것, 무슨 거, would be not grammatical. Okay, some conversation example. 생일에 무슨 선물 받았어요? On your birthday, what kind of gift did you get? 컴퓨터 받았어요. I got a computer. So notice here that 무슨 is just to ask a general question. This person does not know what kind of choices the person had. Okay. But when you use 어느 here, you have some choices in your mind. 어느 학교에 다녀요? Which school do you go to? 애리조나 주립대학교에 다녀요. I go to ASU. Yeah. Here's a conversation between Jenny and Michael. 어제 blank 영화 봤어요? 한국 영화 봤어요. Does Jenny know what kind of choices Michael had? No. So she's just trying to ask a general question, like exploring what kind of movie Michael saw. So you have to use 무슨. Okay. 아, 그래요? Oh, really? blank 극장에서 봤어요? 월드 영화관에서 봤어요. So here, Jenny is thinking of some sort of a theater in mind, but Jenny is asking for a choice for Michael. So you have to go with 어느. Which theater did you go to? Okay. 그거 blank 책이에요? 중국어 책이에요. Does Steve know what kind of book it is, or does he want some sort of choice? No. He just wants to know in general what kind of book it is. So, what? 무슨 책이에요? 아, 그래요? Oh, really? blank 서점에서 샀어요? 보르스에서 샀어요. So, in this situation, you have like a list of, bookstores you can say, and Lisa says it's Borders. So, you would have to go with which, right? 어느 서점에서 샀어요? Okay. 무슨 수업 들어요? Would be asking in general what class you take. So there's no like certain choices that you have to make. But 어느 수업이 어려워요? This question is asking which class is difficult. Is it Korean or biology? 어느, which one? 크리스마스에 on Christmas 무슨 선물 받았어요? What kind of gift did you get on Christmas? The person doesn't have anything in the mind, right? But 어느 선물이 좋았어요? This person is asking which one is good, right? Okay, we now covered part 1. Now going over to part 2. Part 2 is about this expression 을 거예요, which is used to express probability. Okay. 을 거예요 is an expression of probability. It marks a situation the speaker thinks is likely happen, and often speakers' or listeners' intention or plan. However, the scheduled event is often expressed in the present tense. So here's an example. Sophia says, 다음 주말에 뭐 할 거예요? Next weekend. What are you going to do? So since she's trying to ask about the plan, she uses 을 거예요, right? Yumi answers, 영화 볼 거예요. I'm going to watch a movie. So it's expressing intention or plan. Jenny says, 다음 월요일에 수업 있으세요? Next Monday, do you have a class? 아마 없을 거예요. 아마 means probably. 없을 거예요. There's not gonna be any. So here, the 우진 is trying to express probability. So probably there's not gonna be any class next Monday. Peter says, 다음 월요일에 수업 있으세요? Next Monday, do you have a class? Lisa says, 아니요, 없어요. No, I don't have one. 휴일이에요. It's a holiday. Because Lisa knows that it's gonna be a holiday next Monday, the plan is definite. The Lisa is not guessing or trying to express intention or plan. It's for sure that there is not gonna be a class next Monday. So in this case, you don't use 을 거예요. You just say just present tense, right? 이번 여름에 한국에 갈 거예요. This summer, I'm gonna go to Korea. What is this sentence trying to express? It is used for expressing future. So, or intention or plan. This summer, I'm going to go to Korea. 아마 내일 비가 올 거예요. Probably 내일 tomorrow 비가 올 거예요. It's going to rain. 그 여자는 모델일 거예요. That woman is probably a model. What are these sentences used for? What are these sentences trying to express? These sentences are used for guessing. So it is expressing probability. 마이클은 숙제를 했을 거예요. Michael would have done his homework. 미나와 마이클은 아마 probably 사귀었을 거야. 사귀다 means to date. Mina and Michael probably went out. They dated. So you notice here that this 쌍시옷 받침 is used. So this is past tense. We learned in previous video, right? So when 을 거예요 is used with past tense, these sentences are expressing guess about past. Okay. Let's take a look at how the conjugation is done. Okay, so here we have 일어나다. Let's divide it into stem and ending. 일어나다. In this case, you add 리을 받침엔 거예요. So, as a final product, it becomes 일어날 거예요. I'm going to get up. 앉다. 앉다 divided into stem and ending. Here you add 을 거예요. So finally, it becomes 앉을 거예요. Oh, what do you notice? Here it ends in a vowel. Here it ends in consonant. So when it ends in a vowel, you use 리을 거예요. When it ends in consonant, you use 을 거예요. Okay, now we learn the rule. So let's apply to some other example. 보다 divided into stem and ending. It ends in a vowel. So add 리을 받침엔 거예요. So 볼 거예요. I'm gonna watch. 쓰다 divided into stem and ending. Since it ends in vowel, you add 리을 받침 거예요. 쓸 거예요. 먹다 divided into stem and ending. It ends in a consonant, so add 일 거예요. Finally, it becomes 먹을 거예요. Divided into stem and ending. It ends in a consonant, so add 을 거예요. Finally, it becomes 읽을 거예요. Unfortunately, we have irregular predicates. So the first case is 디귿 irregular. So we learned that when this 디귿 받침 is combined with other vowel, this 디귿 just becomes 리을, right? So 듣다 in polite ending would be 들어요. 걷다, this 디귿 받침 becomes 리을. So with polite ending becomes 걸어요. So same for 을 거예요. This 디귿 받침 also becomes 리을. 디귿 받침 becomes 리을 here, right? 리을 ending. Dictionary form, here we have an example of 살다, to live. In polite ending, you just add 살아요, right? You would expect that you just have to add 을 거예요, and you might expect it to be 살을 거예요, but this 리을 받침 is sort of redundant with 을 here, so you remove 을, and finally it becomes 살 거예요. So I'm gonna live, 살 거예요. So it would be to buy. Yeah, I'm going to buy. Another irregular case is 비읍 irregular. 춥다 in polite ending becomes 추워요. 춥다 becomes 쉬워요. We already learned it. But why we learned that is because 비읍 받침 in stem becomes 우 in its derivation. Okay, 가깝다, divided into stem and ending. This 비읍 받침 just becomes 우, right? Same here. 어렵다 divided into stem and ending. This 비읍 받침 becomes 우. 어려우. And from here you add 리을 and 거예요. So finally it becomes 가까울 거예요 and 어려울 거예요. And so if you apply that same thing to 춥다 and 쉽다, it would be 추울 거예요 and 쉬울 거예요. Okay. Let's ask and answer. 내일 뭐 할 거예요? What are you gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna go on a walk or exercise. 운동할 거예요. 내일 뭐 할 거예요? What are you gonna do tomorrow? 영화 볼 거예요. I'm going to watch a movie. 내일 뭐 할 거예요? I'm going to play tennis. 테니스 칠 거예요. 내일 뭐 할 거예요? 친구하고 쇼핑할 거예요. I'm going to go on a shopping with a friend. 내일 뭐 할 거예요? What are you gonna do tomorrow? I'm going to go on a travel. 여행할 거예요. Okay, so here is a writing practice for you guys. So please write about 겨울 방학 계획에 대해서 써보세요. Please write about your winter break. Okay? Okay, see you in the class.